Hello, guys and gals, me, Mutahar, and it's one late night, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot of misinformation to basically correct on this channel. Now,
I
I've been
love
covering this
correcting
GTA 6 hack,
misinformation.
this CyberLeek situation for quite a bit now, okay? I feel like a war journalist right now in the middle of an internet cybersecurity nuclear bomb that went off. Now, of course, GTA 6 is one of the most anticipated games from one of my favorite franchises, and I'm just gonna say right now, if there was a leaked build of this game somewhere on the internet, this is the one channel you will find 100% verified fact proof that that has happened, okay? Because I'm keeping my nose to the ground. I'm watching everything. So yesterday, there was actually a fair bit of misinformation that came in. I saw this actually from Charlie's video where he uploaded GTA 6 leak situation got crazier, where in the thumbnail he shows, again, the leaker threatens to give the build to millions of gamers around the globe. Now,
Oh yeah, I saw something about this. Yeah, I figured it was bullshit. I saw something about selling the build for $100,000, which is funny.
it wasn't just Charlie's fault falling for this misinformation, I would say. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it came from a bunch of news sources that were like, whoa, the GTA 6 leaker is threatening to give the build? Now, where did this misinformation come from? Well, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people have apparently been looking at Telegram for all of this leaker. So, for instance, this one
From
Telegram
Telegram?
message goes, count 3 days, in a week I'll drop the playable build. It could be tomorrow or not. Peace, love y'all. And of course, there were other Telegram posts where this CyberLeek account was going, if I don't, come back, if I don't do a specific task in 24 hours, well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'll pass my dead man switch, it'll actually go off, and the file will release. A dead man switch is one of those things where if you don't respond, basically a series of events happens. In this case, if he's busted and unable to click the dead man switch, which usually in this case it's like an email link that you have to click every 24 hours, because he's arrested, he can't do it, well, the file just goes to like 20, 30 different mirrors, and the whole world downloads GTA 6 and plays around with it. Now, of course, the reality of it is,
Dude, that would be so fucking awesome. That would get me to play GTA. If not, then I'm waiting. I'm waiting until it's like $10, $15 in a few years.
these
Maybe 10.
telegrams are bullshit and fake. And let me tell you why it's fake. Because I'm not a fucking journalist. I'm not somebody that reports this kind of shit. But I feel like a fucking journalist because I feel like a lot of people talking about this have not shown a single ounce of technical literacy in this case, where all it takes, I'm not even joking with you, is 5 seconds of basic Google searching. I'm not even joking, to get to this guy's page. Now, as you can see, I'm actually on this guy's page. This is the CyberLeek domains. There's actually multiple domains because for everyone that keeps getting taken down, another mirror pops up. Now again, let's use our eyeballs here, okay? Up here, you can see that there's 3 buttons, right? Home, About,
This looks like an AI slot page.
and Contact.
It looks like it was generated with AI. It's very easy to do. And it just creates an HTML and you just plug it into like whatever website thing you're using to build your website.
Now, obviously on his home, he's been showing all of the footage. Every day, there's like 1 to 2 videos that keep coming out showcasing more and more on the game. It used to be, we just got a bit of the map, the basketball video, but nope, we've got all the way up to the strip clubs, the hypercars, plane footage, everything, man. It's fucking insanity. So, of course, while this guy is doing all of the marketing for this game, basically showing us the gameplay of GTA
He's doing Rockstar's job for them, the things that they should have been doing this whole time.
6 before they are officially showing it on Netflix, CyberLeek has been providing all of this. And in some of these leaks, particularly the strip club leak, the end of it, he showed like another cutscene from the game. So I'm honestly a little worried that maybe this guy just has the entire storyline and maybe he's playing through it. So we eventually get to a point that as the Netflix release comes, this guy might just end up releasing the entire fucking like ending at that point, which would be an interesting blow. But we'll get to that in a bit. So nowhere on this guy's actual website does he mention Telegram. He does not mention Twitter. He does not mention any other social media networks. So effectively, what you're learning here by now is that if it's not on this website, Basically, it's not real. This guy doesn't have an X account. These people do not communicate through Telegram. There is nothing out there. The only way
They probably have their own apps that they built that they use.
to contact them is actually through their own website by using their, contact details that are generated per unique session. I'm going to blur this out because I don't really need any of that. These people have been very careful up until this point. And this is where, I feel like instead of the dead man switch, there's actually a bigger story in this case. So I decided to look a little bit deeper into what's been going on, what's been legally happening, and it's not good. But before we go into it, there's been talks of 100 gigabyte leak of the game out there, right? And people have apparently been downloading this malware and running it. Like, again, tech literacy is through the fucking window here, okay? If there exists a leak of the game, trust me, you'll know on this channel. I will fucking talk about it till the cows come home. But if a 100 gigabyte file exists as a GTA 6 leaked build, just do some basic fucking math here. Red Dead Redemption 2, the last Rockstar game, is larger than the leaked build here. Hell, fucking GTA 5 on the PlayStation 5 is larger than the GTA Enhanced is larger than GTA 6's leaked build. For a game with asset quality this good in the build we've seen, with all of the with the massive scope that Rockstar has here, the file size is somehow less than 165 gigabytes. I would be fucking shocked. I would question that download. But anyways, the point of this all being, ladies and gentlemen, is that any of these files that exist, obviously it's not the game. People have downloaded it, some have thrown it into virus total, and have shown that, yeah, it hits pretty much every nasty virus on the book, okay?
Yeah, why would you do this? If you do this, you're actually brain dead. People just... If the official build gets released, you damn right I'm going to be playing it, but I'm not going to be searching for, like, leaked builds. Because you're just playing with fire.
Bad situation. You can see red, 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 red. It's not good. If you download this and you run it on your computer, you are exploding malware, okay? That is fucking stupid. But anyways, let's get to the subpoena. So if we look a little bit closer into this, again, I'm not a legal expert, but again, these are subpoenas that were sent out to Discord and Microsoft. And this is one of those situations where I'm going to be completely real with you. I think
I reported on this with an image post on Facebook that this was a thing that happened. I did not actually look into it. I just knew that it was happening.
Take-Two is actually freaking the fuck out, and they're just throwing shit at a wall of this. So if you look inside this actual subpoena really quickly, you can see that the documents that are to be produced, and this is from Discord in this case, right? This is the Discord subpoena, Take-Two versus them. Basically, they are looking for any information to identify the users, persons associated with the following Discord users. So CyberLeek, Cinematic Rockstar, and Surfer24K. So you can see that they've got their account IDs, and, this account ID that's supposed to be resolved via guild, all identifying information associated with all users that were members of the Discord community servers and channels listed below during the time period from June 1st, 2026 to the present. For each returned account, provide the following: backend server metadata or telemetry record, original message logs, IP access logs, email addresses, phone numbers, connected accounts, registration timestamps, linked connections, and any associated device identifiers such as the machine GUID or the MSA. So
all of that, that's reasons why I fucking hate Microsoft and Discord and any corporations like that. That is so much information that they can just ask Microsoft to give them, and you're damn right, guaranteed that they're handing it over.
Again, these servers are Odyssey.gg, Odyssey, and Dark Viper's specific Discord server. Now, I don't think I'm part of a server, but if I was, my information could have been linked, because as you're reading here, all identifying information associated with all user accounts, all, not just these ones, that are members of the Discord community servers listed below. So again, it's fucking insane. Imagine, I think Dark Viper's Discord community is 80,000 fucking people. It's an insanely high amount because, it's his official server and he is one of the largest GTA creators out there, right? Now, do I think that Dark Viper, anybody in his community is leaking this information? No, they're just people that fucking love Grand Theft Auto. And because of these laws, it seems like they're identifying information, all user accounts that were members of those community servers are insane. Because remember, up here, Discord wants to identify information regarding these people. But when they mention all identifying information with all user accounts that were members of the Discord community servers and channels listed, I mean, there's no other way I can fucking read this. It's terrible. It's actually like privacy, like abusive. It's a fucking awful subpoena.
And what we can just now trust Rockstar that they're going to keep all of that information a secret? Because, like, it's one thing if you lock it down and don't let anybody touch it, but then you just give out the information when they ask for it. And, like, what are the measures that they're going to put in place to keep all of that a secret? They're not. We all know how easy it is for Rockstar to allow for leaks. Like, come on. What the fuck are we doing here?
So again, going further into the Microsoft subpoena, all internal business records and investigative records associated with Microsoft's internal investigation of the CyberLeek persona, sufficient to identify the user, persons, and entities.
Somebody is leaking information. Quick, give us 80,000 users' information. We promise that won't get leaked too.
Identifying information associated with all user accounts that were members communicating with the Discord servers listed below during the time period, again, and for those accounts, provide any associated device telemetry records where one or more of the tool file artifacts below were present on the system. For each returned account, provide the account ID, registration email, registration and last login IP addresses, phone numbers, linked connections, any associated device identifiers, machine GUID MSA, and content related to GTA Rockstar CyberLeek from their OneDrive account. Yo, fuck you, Rockstar. Fuck you, Take-Two, okay? Because from what I'm reading over here, first off, I really fucking hope no judge grants this subpoena, but they might have. If Microsoft and Discord don't fight this, I would be fucking, okay? Like, Discord has a policy to, like, at least when they get a subpoena, it's, like, valid. Like, we have to fight it. We can't just give people, our users, private information, even if it is the leak of one of the largest fucking video games. Microsoft should at least fucking fight this on the grounds that this subpoena is way...
No, they're gonna work with them.
Way too fucking broad sound, and way too terrible. Remember, Dark Viper server is fucking huge, okay? Yes. Could there be a fucking chance that CyberLeek was inside this Discord? Probably. Maybe not. He could have been in fucking anyone's Discord. He could have been in anyone's. At this point, CyberLeek is, here's the reality of it, okay? Rockstar is throwing these subpoenas, and this is not the only one they've done. This is another subpoena that they sent to Twitter, to X or whatever, right? They have sent a DMC subpoena to provide the account information to CyberLeek RIO, infringing content that was posted to CyberLeek RIO. So this is a account that wasn't even an official account. This is a fucking LARPer. Even the leaker showed in his own footage when they watermarked it, we don't have a Twitter account. This guy LARPed for a little bit, and now he's the focus of a subpoena process that is sent over to X.
What if I was just a parody account? Like, you know, would I be subpoenaed by fucking Rockstar and the government just grant them to track me? Like, I could, that's fucking insane. And I saw something about somebody had Rockstar spies show up to their house to interrogate them. I'm going to look at that in a second.
Again, this shows me Take-Two and Rockstar are fucking piss scared because there's no focus here. It's just, let's use the legal system in the most abusive way possible to pull as much private information as we can, identifying information. And you wonder why I am so against digital ID. You wonder why I am somebody that's against giving up my driver's license and information because, again, even if I give up my information to Discord or Microsoft and I think, you know, they're not going to leak my information. Maybe they won't get fucking hacked. Just imagine a game gets leaked. Rockstar Take-Two decides they can abuse the DMCA legal process, the DMCA subpoenas they mentioned, and pull a broad spectrum of information for no real fucking reason. They don't know who this guy is. And you know what? Honestly, they probably won't find out who this guy is, like, ever.
They're not.
Because if it's one thing I've seen,
it's just popular right now, so they're doing something about it to try and make it less popular, but the Streisand effect is happening, because now people are just talking about this and making everything worse. They should have just done nothing, because people are they're gonna buy this game no matter what. I mean, unless they're, like, dropping the build, but I don't think that they could, even if they wanted to.
in the last few days, and I've talked to people who do OSINT as a living here, this guy is not giving leaks. This person is very good at protecting their identity, protecting their information. The amount of people that I've seen witch hunting online for who the fuck CyberLeek is and just throwing random fucking assumptions at a wall, working off of complete misinformation.
Yeah, working with these multinational corporations with international investment firm money backed by foreign governments. They're just working with them. Leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone. That's all I'm seeing from these people.
Information, bleeding that into other misinformation, has me having more faith in LLMs and AI because somehow humanity has shown me that their hallucination rates are like astronomical, higher than a fucking dog shit AI. Like ChatGPT fucking 2, ChatGPT 1 at this point could have done a better job keeping the fucking plot together than the average people talking. The real story for me here is that, look, this might be a controversial take. I don't give a fuck if GTA 6 anymore. In fact,
I hope it happens.
Fucking upfront with you. I hope the game gets leaked. I really fucking hope that, CyberLeek, when the Netflix premiere is happening like an hour before that shit drops, he decides, fuck it. Here's a torrent file. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Download the fucking game. And I'll tell you why.
I honestly don't think that they could do it. I think that they would get caught almost immediately because that's a big file that's going to come from somewhere and the entire internet gets tracked. Somebody will find it.
That's hitting my head. I have talked about bad business practice, and I love Grand Theft Auto, I really do. But something about this game, the way that Take-Two is handled, and look, I like the leak. I think the game looks great. I just think that the practices of this company, right? The no physical discs, right? Whatever, we lost that fuck. The fact that, no physical discs, the game is basically a fucking rental. And the fact that now it's a rental, they're not even releasing the game on P, right? Like at this point, just give the game out there. Because the whole point of buying the game and owning it, at least on the consoles, like you take that away, what's the point? I might as well play the game at like 120 frames on my workstation, which is going to be way better than playing on a PlayStation 5 Pro or an Xbox Series X, right? But the thing is, they have done so much annoying things. And now that I look at this
I'm fucking out on it.
DMCA subpoena thing, and I look closer into the story and the fact that
I'm not buying into their goy slop. Not doing it.
Out of fear,
Resident Evil is all I got for the AAA gaming industry. That's it.
They're basically putting people's privacy, from what I can read, at risk. If this game gets leaked, and even if especially if it's like a PC build, I'm not going to sympathize with Rockstar. Like, yeah, it sucks for the developers that, something they worked on has gotten leaked, but at the end of the day,
fuck them.
Big corporation like
they're all mostly commies anyway.
Take-Two, I mean, they'll be fine. Even if this game gets leaked, I'm sure this will do gangbuster sales. But honestly, like the way that this company has been kind of
real talented people aren't working at a place like Rockstar. They're not working at corporations. That's why I'm out on all these gaming industry freaks.
Moving around, I really have no, I have no sympathy if this game gets. That's all I'm going to, all right? And ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody should be sticking up for this corporation, right? Like, I just, again, that's just my belief on it. Feel free to disagree with me. I really don't care, and I really don't want to.
Any corporation that's not inherently an American corporation, I'm done with them, except Capcom, because I think Capcom is more American than any of the fucking Western studios.
But yeah, honestly, after all this stuff aside, I don't care what happened. Rockstar is going to try finding this guy. They're probably going to fail. They're probably going to lose their mind. And I think the more Rockstar pushes, and this is just my belief, the more they push, the more this guy is just going to be incentivized to do the final nuke and actually release the build that he allegedly had.
Do it, pussy! I fucking dare you!
Again, it's not even confirmed that he actually has a build of the game.
I think he probably does.
All roads are kind of leading to that point. When you look at the DMCA and they talk about machine GUID, what this is trying to do is trying to take identifiers in the operating system and link that to actual people. Again, this is all a privacy busting situation. So even going into this, there are still scripts like update machine GUID, which will give you a newly generated GUID. Not that it would matter anymore if you've been dragnetted in this subpoena, But yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't hurt to A, get off of Windows, switch to an operating system where privacy is more of a focus and a deliverable by
Linux.
virtue. But if you do use Windows, consider, switching up your GUID, switching up a bunch of things, or I don't know, resetting your system here and there so that maybe you can maintain some of your internet anonymity, right? Again, any script that I show you, always run it with severe care. I never vet these myself because I don't use Windows, but it's worth having good privacy hygiene, especially after the shit that we're seeing right now. Now, looking closer at CyberLeek, this guy released a strip club leak yesterday, which was so successful that this guy has been making bank on his crypto. Now, here's the thing about it, too.
Dude, I just kind of don't care about the crypto. People are buying in because they're retarded, or they're giving them money on purpose because they're just wanting to fund this, which I can kind of understand. But people trying to make money off of this, they're completely brain dead. As soon as this GTA drama is over, this is all going away and you're getting rug pulled.
Yesterday, there was a lot of allegations that CyberLeek was profiting off of this crypto. And so I believe, in his last leak, he said they burned all the developer tokens and he's just working off the trading volume at this point. So if you look at it, you can see that the trading volume was like 25 something million. This token has actually went up. There have been, because of all of this attention and drama, there are now 30,000 plus bag holders. The market cap has went from like 1 million in a day all the way to like $13.5 million, right? And again, you can see that if he's operating purely on the transaction, like if he's working off of like the transactions done, like a little skim off of that, that's a lot of cheddar to be making on a day-to-day basis. So I think this whole idea of leaking the game here and so on and just sort of titillating.
Dude, bro, this bro's living the life. If it's just one person and not like a company that's doing it, that one guy, he's living the life, man. He's a fucking goblin. The kind that is actually smart, not the ones that run around in the streets and rape women.
People is what they're going to be doing. He's going to be releasing a leak probably in a few hours from me recording this video. And then another leak today. And then it's just going to keep snowballing and snowballing. I think the more Rockstar pushes, Take-Two or whatever, eventually, I really do think we will probably end up seeing GTA 6 before GTA. And for what it's worth.
Dude, for the memes, oh God, please make it happen.
Okay? I'm not
It will come full circle. Absolute internet.
sympathizing with Rockstar or Take-Two anymore. At the end of the day, if their game gets leaked, it gets leaked. It is what it is. And I think it'll be catastrophic.
If it's an official leak, I'm definitely going to check it out.
If it does get leaked, because listen, this game is still 3 months out. Imagine for 3 months, people just having carte blanche access to a near completed build of the game, playing through the entire campaign, experiencing effectively most of the game's functionality. I mean, yeah, it's...
Let's fucking go. I kind of think that it's going to happen. And I hope it does.
It's not the ideal way to play the game, but to be honest with you, it's like after all...
I think it's the more ideal way of playing the game. I'm not giving them money.
All this... I'm not going to sympathize if one of the largest game releases eventually ends up getting leaked, only if it just humbles the corporate suits that govern Rockstar Games, right? I feel bad for developers. I do not have a single ounce of sympathy or fucks to give for the fucks running Take-Two.
I've no more fucks to give. I've run all out of fucks.